Hey guys, so Shadowlands back with another commentary. Today I wanted to go over a relatively controversial topic, although it's one that I kind of am one-sided on. I don't really have a centralized view on this topic. Today I'm going to be talking about playing with GP versus NX. Now, a lot of people complain that NX is vastly overpowered to GP. Well, it is. I don't think a lot of people would argue against that. This has become a pay-to-win game, and Nexon even removed their banners saying how that they would never let that happen from their site in order to mark their acknowledgement of their failure in that area. However, many of you probably don't even remember that. And although over the past few years the GP guns have become a little more balanced, they've released guns like the Tango that can easily compete with NX weapons. They've made the guns customizable so that the L9 Gile is actually better than the Arctic Wolf in some ways, and just a whole bunch of cool stuff like that. They've released things like the Holiday Wolf, which are meant to rival the L9 Gile now that it's customizable. And lots of stuff like that. So the guns are becoming a little more balanced as far as GP to NX. However, it's still a big issue, and of course, if you're going to pay money for a game, they're going to give you better service. So, however, some skills are innate, like the ability to move a mouse quicker or aim faster. People are going to be different in that respect, like actual physical people, as in not the computer. So playing with like worse weapons forces you to do is become a smarter player, not really a better player as actual like physically. So NX allows people who aren't as good at video games naturally to be a bit better by giving them stat boosts. So like, oh, they might get an extra shot on because the recoil is smaller or something with the NX variant. On the other hand, though, a skilled player with GP will always trump a less skilled player who uses NX. Even those GP users become NX users, however, they become that much better simply because the gun is better. So when you upgrade from the GP variant of the M4 and you get a SOP mod or whatever, yes, of course you're going to perform better just simply because the gun is better. Although, the M4 is kind of a bad example because some people do prefer the M4 over the SOP mod. Sometimes I certainly do, but, you know, it's a preference thing. You hear a lot of people say it makes you better at video games, or just similar things like that, to use worse gear because it takes more skill to be good with a bad weapon than a good weapon. I argue the wording of the statement, not the intention of it. The intention isn't entirely wrong, because using worse weapons will develop your skills faster. However, I argue the wording of that. I don't believe it makes you a better player because it won't affect your reaction time or ability to move your hand faster in a short run or a shorter amount of time. What it will do is force you to think more critically about your movements in order to outsmart the other player rather than beat them in a head-to-head fight. If you have a person spraying an Orthus and a person spraying a regular Chris, who do you think is going to win? Of course the person using the Orthus is going to win, assuming they are aiming in the right general direction. As long as they're aiming within a 180-degree angle of the person, they should probably land enough shots to kill them. But for this reason, many players practice with GP weapons in-game so that when they move to better guns for clan wars and competitive matches, they perform better overall. I do that, actually. I will play with my GP weapons. I'll go into the shop, buy a couple of GP weapons, play with a bunch of random ones just so I can, stay open to all areas. And then, switch over to NX weapons and SOP mods and stuff like that for clan wars. That's why if you watch my clan wars, I use higher, more popular weapons. And I think a lot of people do that, but you do still see those people that run around with duels in pubs and they just kind of look like dicks in the process. But, it's a thing. The reason CGL and many other competitive leagues, however, use GP weapons is simply to level the playing field, though. It's not for these kind of reasons, so be careful not to confuse the two. That's an entirely different topic. Overall, though, in summary, playing with GP will help you become a more tactical thinker with games overall in a fair amount of time, although certainly not instantly, but it is something to consider if you're looking to get better at the game or any game in general. This includes Call of Duty and Battlefield and a lot of other first-person shooters, or even non-first-person shooters that you want to play with, even RPGs and games like that. You have to think tactically about all this stuff. But thank you guys for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, drop a like, drop a comment, and I will see you guys in the next video. Shadowlands out.